Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/thenerdcore. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Hello, nerds. You're listening to an episode on the Nerdcore podcast feed. If you're feeling generous, please consider pledging to a tier on our Patreon at patreon.com/thenerdcore. We have tiers as low as $1 per month. Thanks so much, and enjoy the episode.
Hey everyone, before we can get into today's episode, I need to talk to you all about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast and is the platform I've been using for over 2 years. Anchor is easy because it's free, includes creation tools on your tablet or phone from the get-go, rewards creators with sponsorships with no minimum listenership, and best of all, they distribute your podcast to places like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. So if you want to make a podcast, you should download the Anchor app or visit anchor.fm. Now let's get into today's episode. Welcome back. You're listening to the Nerdcore Podcast, a podcast that reviews the movies and talks about nerd shit. This is episode 309, and it is the 10 most anticipated movies of 2020 from your friends here at the Nerdcore. It is the Nerd Chicano and Young Yoda to host the show today. How are you doing?
Yeah, I love lists. Lists are my favorite. Shout out to Tony and lists.
Tony loves lists, and I love
Tony
it
loves
too.
lists.
But yeah, bro, Tony, I'm pretty sure this is not what I'm pretty sure he's gonna give us a prop. What's your 10 most anticipated movies of 2020?
It's gonna be like, fuck.
We just told you them, man.
We just did it. You want us to make 10 more? Because there aren't.
They aren't. They really aren't.
This was difficult enough.
We have to have a palate cleanser year because last year was just too good.
I feel like we were spoiled in 2019. with movies.
Yeah.
Absolutely spoiled.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, there's no way. They're like, yeah, you know what? 2020 might go anywhere, but at least 2019 was pretty good with movies.
You guys need a break. You need a break from good movies.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
It's funny, though. This year we'll have the return of David Fincher, who hasn't made a movie since 2010. What's it called? But yeah, wait, am I right there? Because I believe Gone Girl was 2014.
Sometimes it takes a long time.
Shut up, Brad. Yeah, I think Gone Girl was 2014. I'm sorry. He hasn't made a movie since 2014. So, he'll be coming back this year. He'll start. He likes to start decades. Doesn't really like to end them, but he sure does love to start them. But sadly, no Alejandro movie this year. At least not that I know of. But Brad, you even asked, will there be a new Guillermo? And no, there will not be.
I am sad.
Yeah, of course.
That answer saddened me. How about this, Guillermo? You hurry up and you make a new Hellboy movie. How about that? Go with that.
Well, his next one he's gonna do is Nightmare Alley with Bradley Cooper. So and then he's also got that Netflix Pinocchio thing that he's doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see him next year. Maybe we'll see him next year.
Do another Hellboy. Finish your trilogy, damn it.
Finish your trilogy, man. Because last one. Yeah. All right, man. Look, we're gonna do this good old list like we always do them, Brad. Right?
Yay!
I give you give me. Well, last time it was you who started first, so I'll give you number 10. You give me number 10.
Can we preface this though and be like, these are in no order except the number one?
Yeah, number 1 is just my most anticipated. Everything else is unranked. Like honestly. Probably 1 and 2, honestly, but yeah, 1 is my most anticipated. So let's go ahead and go in here, Brad. My number 10 most anticipated movie of 2020 is none other than David Fincher's Mank. So this is his next movie. It's about the life of Citizen Kane screenwriter Herman Mankiewicz, and it's gonna follow the whole development of that movie. And look, honestly, there's nothing else more to this movie than me just being excited it's Fincher coming back for another movie. It's in black and white, and it's going to be on Netflix. So guess what? I'm excited for it. Brad, what is your number 10?
My number 10, and Raul can tell you this was a difficult decision because I was going, what the fuck? I don't want to see any of these movies. But I finally came to the decision of Bill and Ted 3 Face the Music.
Of course. The movie.
It's Keanu Reeves. It's back as Bill and Ted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember Bill and Ted when I was very young. So why not?
Yep.
Finish the trilogy, damn it.
Yeah, at least look with this one, I can swap Bill and Ted for Bad Boys for Life, but Bad Boys for Life doesn't count because it's like it's about to come out next week. So like, is it really that most anticipated? Really? Because it's about to come. The Curse of January.
I mean, it's kind of nice. Will Smith, Martin Lawrence coming back.
Look, man, nothing beats 2. All right, nothing can beat 2 from those movies. But I'm just glad they're coming back. But yeah, Bill and Ted Face the Music is coming out this year.
Ooh, I didn't know Anthony Carrigan was in this movie. Awesome.
Yeah. All right, man. My number 9, Brad, is none other than The Invisible Man. Blumhouse decided to resurrect one of the creatures from the Dark Universe that never happened. But so they said, give me The Invisible Man. And holy crap, that first trailer was incredible. I mean, it looks creepy. It looks really, really good. And I'm really looking forward to that one.
I never remember the Invisible Man being that abused.
Yeah, me neither. He's shooting bullets through kneecaps and everything, man. Like, holy crap.
I mean, that's Blumhouse for you, though.
Yeah. Yeah, make it for $2 million, $60 million opening weekend, and there you go.
There you go. Make your money back.
Yeah. What's your number 9, Brad?
My number 9 is, and I don't have the full title, so I gotta pull up the full title of this fucking thing.
That's why we prep.
There we go. I found it. Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Yes, sir. Yep. That is in my list too, but it's a little bit higher up. But yeah, Brad? I mean, it's Harley. Margot Robbie.
It's basically the one thing we liked in Suicide Squad. Getting her movie, which sounds like it's going to be pretty fun.
Yep.
You got Ewan McGregor playing the baddie. You got Rosie frickin' Perez.
Yep.
This movie's crazy.
And then Elizabeth Winstead. What's it called? She's gonna be what's it called? Black Canary, I believe. Yeah, Black Canary. And you also Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I'm sorry. And then Jamie. I'm sorry. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is what's her name? Huntress. And Journey Smollett Bell is what's it called? Black Canary. So
and then you have Ali Wong.
Yeah. Oh, Ali Wong as well, dude.
Just in there with no. Wikipedia does not give me a cast name on this other than Ali Wong.
Yeah, gotta love Ali Wong though. And also, as confirmed by Margot Robbie last week, the Joker being played by Jared Leto will not be in this movie, so don't count on that.
We kind of figured that after Jared's comment. Jared's comment.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I mean,
what's odd, especially names.
All right, man. Yeah, I don't think Margot Robbie really wants to get another condom in her mail. Use condom in her mail. So, yeah. But my number, that's your number 9, right?
Yes.
All right. My number 8, my friend, is Wes Anderson's next movie, The French Dispatch. Not much.
Fuck? I didn't see that one.
Yeah, there's not much of a information on this other than it's Wes Anderson, and it's a love letter to journalists set at an outpost of an American newspaper in post-war 20th century Paris that centers on 3 storylines. Tilda Swinton is in it. Timothy Chalamet is in it. Frances McDormand is in it. Bill Murray is in it. Léa Seydoux.
That sounds bomb.
Léa Seydoux. Benicio del Toro.
Oh.
Jeffrey Wright. Saoirse Ronan. Willem Dafoe. God, man, it's a stacked cast. Kate Winslet. Yo,
all right. I'm switching out Bill and Ted for that one.
The French Dispatch is now Brad's number 10. He said, "It's all right, Brad. We can add."
I didn't see that one. I did not. I literally looked at like 2 or 3 lists. I did not see that one.
Yeah, that's why you go into a letterbox. You just hit 2020 and then you look at what it's in there. What's your number 8, Brad? Other than the French Dispatch.
I have The Eternals as my number 8.
Yeah. Oh, that's my number 7.
I mean, the numbers don't matter.
Yeah, I know.
So, but the Eternals is definitely up there because I want to see how exactly this is going to work since they're basically starting new.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Look, man, the number 7 is the Eternals. I'm sorry. Yeah, my number 7 is the Eternals. And yeah, I agree with Brad. This is the only Marvel film that I'm excited for this year. Sorry, that first trailer of Black Widow did nothing for me. am not looking forward to that. But the cast is absolutely stacked in this. And Chloe Zhao is doing it. And I believe last I heard was it's being shot on 35 millimeter film. So that's really interesting. And also, it's going to be basically a space epic from what I'm hearing. And I just can't wait to see this ancient civilization in the Marvel Universe. And honestly, this is the only one that I'm excited for this year.
And do we call Ma Dong-sek Don Lee now? Is that what we're doing when we mention him? Or do we keep calling him Ma Dong-sek?
Well, on Letterboxd, he's under Ma Dong-sek. So,
okay.
Ma Dong-sek. I'm really sorry, guys. I say that really fast. So, yeah, Ma Dong-sek. Ma Dong-sek. Okay. Yeah. Don Lee, however you want to call him. Yeah.
Maybe Don Lee's just safer.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. But yes, man, let's go ahead and go number 7, Brad, before we get into trouble.
My number 7 is The Invisible Man.
All right, man. Yeah, that abusive Invisible Man. I mean, what else do you ask for, right?
I seriously, like every is it incarnation? Reincarnation? Yeah. Whatever. Every time you see an Invisible Man movie, it's not this creepy, abusive Invisible Man. So this is totally coming out of left field for me.
Yep.
This is like if they took Rorschach and they just turned his asshole up by like 10.
Jesus
like his
Christ.
Asshole meter.
Oh, all right.
We should probably clip that.
Yeah, you probably should.
Asshole by 10.
All right, cool. It's at 9 minutes, so I'll remember that. Look, man, my number that's my number 9. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that movie. Brent, how many times do you think I'm gonna scream during that movie?
Oh, probably like I'd say at least 3.
All right.
Not as much as Conjuring 3 though. That's coming out.
Yeah. I'm not watching that. No. I'll be damned if you guys make me watch that.
Oh, I hope I win predictions again.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, so my number 6 is Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of One Fantabulous. Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. I'm really looking forward to this.
It's the newest, longest title.
Yep, it's pretty much.
It dethroned the assassination of Jesse Ford by a few words.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for this movie, man. It's I'm a DC boy, and I love me Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. She's awesome as her, and I love the whole Pulp Fiction meets the superhero universe feel of that first trailer. So sign me up for it, man. So Brad, what is your number 6?
My number 6 is The Kingsman, which is...
Oh, you son of... I forgot about that one.
You forgot about that one, didn't you? I didn't.
Damn it. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, that looked really good.
Which we know is the third movie in
a prequel.
The series of The Kingsman, and this one's actually not a sequel. It's a prequel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's set in World War I, too, right?
It looks so good.
Yeah, it looks incredible. It's giving me that Wonder Woman vibe again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, talking about Wonder Woman, my number 5 is none other than Wonder Woman 1984. What else do I have to say here, guys? That first trailer, mind blowing. Diana riding the lightning. Like, what else do you guys want? This might be the only time I appreciate the 80s aesthetic to a movie, because
although it does get confusing when she crosses the arms and you go, and I want to go Wakanda forever. And I'm like, oh wait, no, it's not this movie.
Yeah. Didn't Deadpool do that in it was like X-Force and Deadpool 2 as well? Yeah, man. Look, Black Panther 2 doesn't come out until 2022, so we won't mention that this on this list. But look, man, really looking forward to Wonder Woman 1984. I love the first one. I have a little bit of an issue on the third act, but I'm still looking forward to this movie. And yeah, I mean, Patty Jenkins directing and writing, Gal Gadot looking as beautiful as ever. I mean, what else can you give me? All right, Brad, let's go ahead and give me that number 5.
That number 5 I have is Dune. And I will reiterate this since y'all couldn't hear mine and Raul's conversation on this off record, is I have total faith in Deneuve. The director, I have total faith in him because I've seen what he can do.
He has done nothing to steer you wrong.
I just do not have faith in fucking Dune.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for December, and then Brad gets out of that theater and he's like, dude, that was some of the most epic shit I've ever seen, man.
I'm sure, but you don't have that yet. All you have left is the old Dune, which not very good.
Let's just say we're really looking forward to that trailer.
I really hope Sting's not in this movie.
No. Yeah, Dune is in there for sure. What is my number 4, my friend? And this is when we start getting into the serious movies that I'm really, really, really looking for. Like, these movies are ones that I'm really getting into. None other than number 4 is a movie that was supposed to come out this year, but went under reshoots because Disney likes to crap on things that they don't need to be meddling their fingers into. But damn it, they bought a studio that was going to make this movie. That is The Woman in the Window, starring Amy Adams. And guys, I have no other way to explain this to you, but I just will read the synopsis. An agoraphobic woman living alone in New York begins spying on her new neighbors only to witness a disturbing act of violence. The first trailer came out, and oh my god, this looks great. Like, incredible, dude. It's Jennifer Jason Leigh, Gary Oldman, Amy Adams, Julianne Moore, Wyatt Russell, Brian Tyree Henry, and Anthony Mackie as well is in it. It looks really good. And last year there was talks saying that this was basically the movie that was going to get Amy Adams her Oscar, but Disney had to crap that again. But then again, like, it was either this or Ad Astra releasing this year, and they put out Ad Astra first, so, sometimes we don't get exactly what we want, kids. But Brad, what's your number 4?
My number 4, and I think you all should get excited on this, but stay very, very quiet.
Are you going to say it? Shh. Damn it. Can you say the title already?
Quiet Place Part 2.
Yeah. Look, man, we haven't discussed the trailer in here in a hot minute. Man, I really liked the first minute of that trailer, but I think they showed a little bit too much in there.
Which, sometimes they do.
Yeah. I'm still very much looking forward to this. I don't know how they'll do the sequel, but, John Krasinski directed the first one. He's coming back. What other can I say, right?
Although he won't be back in acting.
Oh, of course not.
In the acting part.
Spoiler alert, he dies in the first one.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah. My friends, my number 3 is none other than No Time to Die, the next Bond film being directed by Cary Joji Fukunaga, and literally that is the only reason why I'm excited for this movie. Him and Rami Malek being the villain, because this was going through some hell to be made. But when they said that Cary Fukunaga was going to do it, I was all on board. It's kind of like the Batman, right? At first I'm like, well, this is going to happen. And then they're like, okay, Ben Affleck left. Damn it. Well, who's coming in to save me from this movie? And, well, guess what happened? Matt Reeves comes onto the project, and I'm really down for it. It's the same thing with this one. Danny Boyle left, possibly the most perfect project for him. And in comes Cary Fukunaga, who I think is probably one of the most talented filmmakers as well. I mean, he did True Detective Season 1, and he's also done a lot of other incredible films, so I can't wait for this movie from him.
I just got to also point this out. I'm actually excited because this is probably the last Bond film that will be starring Daniel Craig.
Yep. And that month, we will be revisiting one film from the Bond universe. So, the Bond films, Daniel Craig Bond films. So, I can't wait for us to talk that one.
Woo.
All right, Brad. What is your number 3?
My number 3
Mm-hmm.
is Wonder Woman 1984 for all the previous reasons you mentioned.
All right. Number 2 for me, my friends, is none other than the next film from Christopher Nolan, Tenet. Oh my God, man, that trailer is wild. I mean,
Ooh.
John David Washington, Robert Pattinson. That's it. That's enough for me, man. You really can't give me much more than I can. That's what I'll take. I'm really excited for this movie. I don't know what the hell is going on in this movie, but I'm very much excited for it.
I mean, it's another one of those psychological time bending kind of things that we should have expected for Nolan.
Yep. So, yes, for sure. What's it called? When this movie comes out, that will be Nolan month. So this movie comes out, I believe, in July. So July will be Nolan month. And I know we're gonna do December will be Denis month as well for Dune. So that's our only two director months we have planned out right now. But I mean, we could also do Edgar Wright as well for September for Last Night in Soho. We could do Baby Driver, Scott Pilgrim, and all that stuff. But look, Brad, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is that of the next Bond film, No Time to Die.
All right, man. All right, Brad, the only one that matters, the one that is the most anticipated of them all, that is the number 1, man. Before we get there, though, you've already mentioned my number 1, so I just want to go ahead and get yours first then. Brad, what is your number 1?
You've already mentioned my number 1.
What's your number 1?
That is Christopher Nolan's Tenet.
Oh, crap.
It stars John David Washington. If you've seen the show Ballers, you will know he has a starring role in that.
Black Klansman as well?
Yeah, he's quite amazing. And also we get to see Robert Pattinson continue on his super stupendous thrill ride from Twilight hated to screen darling.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And this is the last one he does before he becomes the Batman next year.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, which is already started filming, my friends, and we've started to get set photos, which I'm taking them lightly because we know how damn blurry set photos can be.
Yeah, well, I mean, when they take him shooting all the way from the top of a strip club. Yeah. So, although I did think the motorcycle was cool.
Yeah, the motorcycle looks cool. Which further confirms for me that it is definitely the 90s because that looked like a 90s motorcycle. Yeah. My number 1, my friends, it is Dune. I mean, what much more can I say, my friends? Denis Villeneuve is probably one of my favorite directors right now. He is 100% the director that defined this last decade. That will be Denis month, and I can't wait for it. Sadly, we won't be able to talk about Blade Runner 2049 again because I could talk about that movie for ages. There is no other director that could make this movie that I would be as excited for than Denis Villeneuve. And that cast is incredibly stacked. I mean, I can't go in with high expectations because I never go into movies with high expectations. But damn it, I can't. I'd be lying if I say that I'm not expecting the best from Denis here. So,
yeah, expect to see a beautiful movie with good storytelling.
Yeah. The only thing that's missing from this movie, Brad, is Deacon shooting it, which he's not. It's going to be Greg Fraser, who did a Rogue One, though. So that's a really good shot film. Really well shot film. So, yeah, that's our top 10 of next year. Anything that we missed that you guys can bring up, go ahead and tweet it to us and ask us. I know that I had to take out a couple from here, like Last Night in Soho. I'm looking forward to that. The Way Back with Ben Affleck about the guy who's coaching the college basketball team.
Oh, I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, that's just, once again, I think that, that's what's it called, Ben coming back and really going to show us that, he really never left, even though he had to take care of his own stuff. He's always right around the corner, just waiting to bring another hit. So
and I'm so looking forward. These didn't make my list.
French Dispatch.
To these 3 movies: The New Mutants, Morbius, and Sonic.
Hey, Venom 2, man. What about Venom 2?
Oh, and Venom 2. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. So that's a joke, guys. We are damn. That is nowhere. That never even came to our mind on being on the schedule for this year. So if you guys are coming to the podcast to expect a review on either New Mutants Sonic, well, maybe Sonic, maybe. Yeah, like
then you better start pledging to the Patreon.
You better start pledging to the Patreon. Venom 2 or the New Mutants, or what's it called, or Morbius. You got another thing coming because we ain't doing those 3 at all. Sonic, maybe.
There is more likelihood that I review Scoob.
No, there's more likelihood that Brad will sit through Dances with Wolves than to go see either of those 3 movies.
No. Yes, I probably would. Yes.
Yeah, bro.
And I hate Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, it's just too damn long, man.
It's too fucking long.
Oh my god! But Scoob, hey man, we gotta give it some credit. Scoob actually looks pretty good. You know,
I mean, it's Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Also, Onward and Soul look really good. Ryan the Last Dragon from Disney looks sounds like it's gonna be pretty good as well. But yeah, I can't believe that Pixar's putting out 2 movies this year. That's what's kind of being like, it's kind of like mind-boggling to me because they never really do that.
No, usually they just focus on one major movie and release it.
Yeah, but look, man, I'm really looking forward to these movies, and I hope you guys are too. Go ahead and sound off in the comments on YouTube when this is up there, or tweet us at the Nerdcore _, Instagram at the Nerdcore. Tell us what are your most anticipated movies of the year. I for one, Brett, I cannot wait for at least with podcasting. I can't wait for Miyazaki month, and I can't wait for what's it called, Denis month in December. So those are 2 that we already have known that we're going to be doing this month. But as always, whenever you're listening to this, we're probably going to be on Wednesday when you listen to this. But hope you guys have a wonderful time, and hopefully on Saturday we have a review of Uncut Gems for you guys. And then from that, you'll have to wait until next week to listen to us when I'll be back in Houston. So, Brad, well, sorry, I'm calling your name and wanted to end this episode, but we have producers to talk about, right?
Indeed, because they pay the big bucks. They keep the lights on.
Associate producers Cassie and Sarah, we love you a lot. Grayson Barker, 98 on Instagram. That is Grayson for being an executive producer. And Warlord One Bar on Twitter. We also have Bryce, who we did not say on last one episode, so sorry about that, Bryce, but it just came back to my...
Just say it twice.
Yeah, Brown Rice, 1996-96, Brown Rice, 1996-96.
See, Bryce, you're twice as nice.
You're twice as nice, yeah. Yeah, we also have Shane.
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/SWRWK or on his Twitter at Twitch.
And Tony, who... I'm pretty sure he only pledged for the... he only upped the pledge for the Funko, which I gotta say is a pretty sweet Funko, man.
Yeah, a little extra. So, so Tony, you're gonna get your money's worth.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
All right, and Tony, you can find him at Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter. Go and talk with him. Go and just message him and tell him how thank you for so much for being on the Patreon. Just tell him, hey man, we really do appreciate you being on the Patreon and helping out the Nerdcore. If you want to join the Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/nerdcore. We're gonna do a lot of stuff this year. I mean, we're gonna start doing, as soon as I get back to Houston, we're gonna start doing the video formats for these episodes, and we've got a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipe. I mean, we're gonna do the comic book club for Patreon, and I'm gonna keep doing Cinema Condition. I've got my next interview around the corner for Impaired Files. Brad, you better do a Unstructured soon, because
yes, I will do it's number 15 too, I believe.
Oh damn, yeah. All right, man. Just talk about how you're not looking forward to Venom 2.
Or Sonic, or I'm on the fence about the Ghostbusters just because.
Yeah, it looked good, man. But
the trailer looked really good.
Either way, go check out the website nerdcore.com for all reviews and stuff like that. Alex will be doing stuff this year with anime on the site. Woo. Because he's not able to record much these days because he really doesn't have a room anymore. But he does have a computer and place to write on, so he's going to be doing that on the website. He'll be doing anime reviews. So, with that being said, it's been a wonderful time here on the podcast, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I can't wait to talk about Uncut Gems with Brad and Shane, hopefully. So, without further ado, it's been your Nerd Channel. I'm signing off. Brad, send him into the podcast void.
All right, Earl. Thank you, being host as always. Thank you to all our listeners out there. Each and every one of you. You make us amazing. And I just have to say, I guess to end this episode, Tune in next week where we probably do another list. Young Yoda out.
Ah!